Hey everyone! So I thought I would jump on here today to talk about how to become a dietitian. So I get a lot of questions from my peers about this, and I know when I first started I had a lot of questions and I didn't really know exactly where to find the answers. So I thought I would make a little video and hopefully answer some of your questions. So this video is for someone thinking about going into nutrition, or maybe you're already kind of getting started in school. Um, so to become a dietitian, you have to get a bachelor's degree, and you have to get it from an accredited university. So you want to make sure that your college or university is accredited for you to be able to go on and take the registered dietitian exam. So this is something that you can look up. Uh, when you find that school, you also want to make sure you pick the right degree. So like the school I went to Arizona State University. They had a few different nutrition degrees. The one that allows you to become a dietitian was called nutrition, and then in parentheses, dietetics. They also had other degrees that you were not eligible to become a dietitian, such as human nutrition, food and nutrition management. So those are just some examples. So be careful about that. The bachelor's degree, you do have to take a lot of science classes, but trust me, I was really scared going into it because I never took science and I was terrible in high school, but college is totally different. And the science classes, at least at ASU, that I had to take were a little bit different track than, say, the biology class that a biology major would take, or like a different profession would have to take. So I found that they're a little bit easier. So at least you got that. So those are, you have to take science classes, and then the nutrition major classes there's a wide variety of classes that you take, anything from counseling to like nutrition in the life cycle, learning about babies all the way up to the elderly, and then the management, like food management classes, and then the clinical classes, of course, and those are the ones that prepare you for working in the hospital. You also learn about nutrients, so lots of different types of classes, all super fun. Okay, so that's the bachelor's degree. In the next few years, you're going to be required to have your master's, so I suggest doing that now. There are some options, so you can do a master program, which is normally 2 years, or there's some combined programs out there, like the one that I did at ASU, where it's a combined intern master's and internship. So it was all in 2 years. So the first year is the master's program, so it's like 2 years put into one. So it was really intense. And then the second year you do your internship. I loved that program, so I highly recommend it. All right, so that's the master's. And then, like I was just talking about, the internship. So you have to do an internship. It ranges from 6 months to like maybe 8 months or so. There's lots of them out there. It's all like a nationwide selection process. So there's only certain internships that participate. You can't just go, create your own internship. You have to apply through this big process, and it's very competitive, so a lot of people don't get it their first try, so it ends up taking them sometimes a couple of years before they even get into the internship. So keep that in mind. The internship is usually unpaid and pretty close to full-time hours. There's not, at least my internship, there wasn't a ton of work outside of like the work day, like how you would have school and then you would go home and do homework. It's not like that. So that's really nice. And so the internship covers pretty much all your bases. You do clinicals and in a hospital setting for a couple months, and you also do a couple months in a school district. So you get that practice. The rest of the internship is made up of 1-week rotations where you go places like WIC, you go somewhere for kidneys, you go somewhere for diabetes. There's lots of different places that you can go. So that's the internship. Once you complete that, then you're eligible to take the national exam. So that's your last step. Once you do that, then you get your license. The exam is pretty difficult. I heard that it's getting more difficult, but it's definitely doable, and all you have to do is study. Once you do that, then you're done. You can become a dietitian after that, and there's lots of different things you can go into. I highly recommend becoming a dietitian instead of just becoming a nutritionist, because you have a lot more options out there for work, and you just become that professional. So that's pretty much what to expect, how to become a dietitian. If you guys have any specific questions, I would love to chat with you and help you out. You can find me, you can comment here, you can reach out to me any way you know how. You can go to my website and contact me, JuliaAustinNutrition.com. You can find me on social media, and I look forward to chatting with you. Thanks, bye!